One of the things I love about cooking in a pressure cooker is that you can put everything into the pot and come out with an entire meal with just using one pot. Simple as that. I've got a recipe for you today where you use your pantry items, just normal pantry items. It's terrific. Hi, I'm Jill from thisoldgal.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make an incredible chicken and rice dish. Look how delicious that looks. The rice first toast a little bit in butter, so it gives it a nutty and a creamy flavor, almost like a risotto, but not quite as wet as a risotto. You're going to absolutely love it. So let's get going, and I'm going to show you how to make this incredible one-pot chicken and rice. So I've pushed the saute button to allow the pot to heat up fully. But before we get to it, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you get all the latest videos, and also go to Facebook and click like and follow me to get all the latest recipes, more videos, giveaways, contests, all kinds of things are going on there. Also, everything that you see me do today and everything that goes into the pot will be at my blog post on thisoldgal.com, and it will be completely, everything will be there. All the details, measurements, everything I use, where to get things. All right, so once the pot has heated up, we're going to add just a drop of oil, just a drop, and we're going to add some butter. We add a little bit of oil with the butter so that the butter doesn't burn. The oil will prevent it, since oil is a high heat index and it won't burn. So we've added the butter. Now I've washed my rice really well. I've rinsed it, and we're going to add the rice. We're going to toast the rice a little bit. The rice is toasting. We're going to add to the rice some seasonings. We're going to add some black pepper. I use about half a teaspoon. You can add more. And then I'm going to add some seasoned salt. This is my seasoned salt. If you don't have it, you can always use Lawry's. Alright. This is going to give the rice a nice nutty flavor because we're toasting it with butter. So while that's toasting, rather than chopping the vegetables, I'm going to simply use my food processor. I'm going to throw in just a stalk of celery, and I'm using shallots. If you don't have shallots, you're welcome to use onions. Put that in, and I'm going to give it a quick chop. It's a lot faster. I love to use my food processor. It makes prepping things real easy. So we're going to take the lid off, and I'm going to add this to the rice. We want the vegetables to wilt just slightly. So I'm going to add that right in. Like that. Now, while this is sauteing a little bit, I'm going to change the blade here, and I'm going to chop my carrots. Now, you don't have to measure things. 2 large carrots, 3 large carrots, 1 large carrot, several medium carrots, whatever you like is fine. There we go. You can see how they're chopped nicely. Perfect. So let me put that to the side. Alright, so let me toast this up a little bit. You just want to saute this about 3 minutes. You can see the color that the rice is getting. It's nice and brown. I'm going to add the carrots, and I'm going to also add chicken. You can see they're cut into bite-sized pieces. Well, they will be actually after they cook. Just dump that in. Don't want to touch it. There we go. Now I have to wash my hands. You notice I don't have a sous chef today. Ed's not feeling well. He's got a bad back from an injury he sustained in the Navy, so he's sitting to the side. Say hi, Ed.
Hi.
There's Ed.
But I will be back.
He will be back. We just want to give it a quick stir because we really don't want to cook the chicken. I'm going to hit cancel, and I'm going to add some chicken broth. Pour that right into the pot, like that. And we're going to mix it through. See what a mess there is without Ed picking up stuff after me? All right, now the last thing we're going to do, this is a little trick. We're going to take a whole bulb of garlic, or this is a huge bulb, so I broke off a piece. And we're just going to cut it in half, the whole thing right in half. We're just going to add that right on top. And that's all we're going to do. Now we're going to lock on the lid. We're going to close the pressure valve, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to set the pressure cooker. All right, now what I want to mention also with the rice, when I was talking about how much rice I used about 2.5 cups. I'm using rice cups. It's 2.5 cup rice cups. These are about actually 3/4 of a cup. It's not a full cup, 6 ounces. So I let the pot naturally release for 10 minutes. You can see the pin has dropped, and I'm going to open it up. Here we go. Look at that. That looks fantastic. Now what you want to remember to do, remember that garlic that I sunk into it a little bit? We're going to take it off. We don't want to choke on the paper. So we're going to take out the garlic pieces. And if you want, you can see the garlic is really, really soft. So you can squeeze and see how it comes out. Just squeeze it in. Squeeze it in. Knock it out. And any more we can squeeze in? Oh, this is going to be fantastic. All right, so this looks delicious. It's going to mush in. So just mix the rice up. And this is very creamy when it's cooked like this because of the toasting. Almost like a risotto, but not quite. This looks fantastic. All right, so we're going to take some parsley that I've chopped up. We're going to add the parsley into the chicken and rice. And I'm going to mix it around. Gives it a nice flavor. If you don't have fresh parsley in the blog post, I've told you how to substitute some dried spices and herbs for the fresh. Oh, that's awfully hot. All right, I'm going to plate this up. Oh, this looks awesome. The chicken's in bite-sized pieces. The amount of chicken to rice is just perfect. It's not all rice with a little chicken. You've got everything. It's a wonderful meal. Oh, this looks fantastic. Wow, that looks great. So what I like to do before I serve, oh, it looks so creamy. I like to add a little pop of color. You know me, I do that all the time, just to sprinkle some around. This looks fantastic.
Hey, how about giving me a taste?
Oh, from his sick bed. His sick chair, actually. All right, Ed, let me give you a little taste. All right, so here's a plate. So let me give some to Ed. And Ed can be the taste tester from over yonder. Okay. This is really fantastic to use any day of the week because you probably have all of this stuff in your pantry. You know, it doesn't take much time. I use a food processor. I chop the vegetables. You can use a knife if you like. I dumped it on to the pot. I push the button, 2 minutes, 10 minutes pressure release, and it is cooked. This is going to be a little too hot for me, so let me try it.
It's very hot, but it's very good.
Mmm. It's really good. The rice.
It's very creamy.
Choking.
The
It
rice
is.
is very creamy, yeah.
It's creamy because of the toasting in the butter. It gave it a nice creamy texture. And the short cook time made the chicken perfect. It's not rubbery. It's not dry. It's nice and tender and moist. I hope you enjoy this, and we'll be back with another video shortly. But you know what I gotta do? That stupid face for YouTube.